Hey, you caught me. A couple times a year, I'll get some kind of note from somebody out of the blue with this statement like, I could do what you do. Okay. I don't know what... Look, I don't think I'm that special. Right? I think 80% of you watching this right now can do what I do with some practice, you know. Having the aptitude to construct something, that's not a difficult thing. Most of us can make things. You know, there's just levels of it. You know, like you can take things from like your weekend warrior thing where you're screwing things together with butt joints to getting up to doing joinery and stuff. And you can do it. Anybody can do it. But there's a difference in the outcome, right? If you got a piece, if you think like you put something together in a real simple way, and you're trying to think that that's the same thing as something that cost maybe thousands of dollars that was constructed with real mortise and tenon joinery and exposed to other joinery and spline joints and butterfly mortises and all that thing, it's not the same thing. You're a little delusional there. But you could do it. You probably could do it. You probably have the aptitude to do it. But you're probably also doing something else, right? Like you probably have a job. You're probably making a lot more money than I am. You have a better life than I do, right? You're probably traveling all over the world doing all kinds of cool stuff. I go to people's houses all the time, and the clients, men and women, they can be crafty people. They've built some things, and that's kind of their thing. Like, I could do this, I just don't have the time. Okay, why am I here? Like, why are you telling me that? It's kind of a funny look. I'm not in competition with you. I don't see my life, or life in general, as a competition. I want you all to do well. I am happy to see anybody doing well. I am happy and humbled and hope to and always look to see people doing things to a far higher degree of proficiency than I do. I'm not the best carpenter out there. When people work with me, they'll tell me that sometimes, a lot. I hear that a lot. But I don't walk around thinking I'm the best dude. Because I know I'm not. I know it. So it's not a competition. If you think that and you want to come over, that'd be actually fun, right? Bring your chisels, right? Bring your sharpening stones, hone your chisels, and take some raw material and make a butterfly mortise and then put it in, right? And we'll do that. I'm okay with that. Because for me, it wouldn't be about winning. It'd be about watching you do it and then patting you on the back saying, good job. And if you can't do it, if you're having a hard time with it, I'm going to give you the tips to make you better at it. That's how I see it, right? I want you to be good at it. I hope you can do all this stuff. This carpentry, furniture build, it's been around for thousands of years, man. It's nothing super special about it. So it just happens to be what I do to make a living. And I do a bunch of other things too. So it's not a competition. You don't have to send me these notes. I can do what you do. I used to watch the New Yankee Workshop with Norm Abrams, and he used to get on that every once in a while. He'd talk about how people would reach out to him, like, if I had all the tools and the machines you have, I could do the same stuff you're doing. And he'd get a little upset about that. I mean, let's face it, Norm had a hell of a shop with all these tools, which it wasn't like he was shelling out money out of his pocket for it, right? He had a TV show. It's not about the machines. It's a poor craftsman that blames his tools, right? Even if you had those machines, would you really know how to use them? Would you know how to keep them calibrated properly? There's a lot more knowledge that goes behind it. I had a conversation the other day with a couple that own a furniture company, and they're talking about bringing me into the fold here. I'll do it if they're open to producing my designs, which is another point I want to talk about real quick. Anybody can become a good craftsman. And as good of a craftsman as you think I am, I'm an even better designer. The design is where it's at. If you can conceptualize something and then make it happen, and again, there's different ways to make it happen. Simple, easy way, or the more traditional, real joinery way. If you could do that, that is another level. That is another level. Anybody can buy plans and make something happen. I don't work from plans at all. Everything's out of my head. So that's a different place to be, you know. But these people were talking to me, and they make tables, and they said that some of their tables will move. So I explained to them how to mill their lumber properly, right? You face join everything so it's perfectly flat first. You turn up on 90. Join that 90 degrees. Run it through the bandsaw and resaw. It's still bigger than what you need, and let that sit for a couple days and move. come back to it. Put pencil lines on that face joint side, face joint again, and you're going to see that that board moved. And that's how you'll get your board perfectly flat and eventually get to the point where it won't move anymore. So there's a little bit of knowledge for you. Now you know. Those things add time to a project. If you don't want any problems down the road, you got to do things step by step correctly along the way. But there's a ton of knowledge that comes along with 30 years of experience. That's the key. So keep working at it. I believe you can do it. Do it. But, you know, get off my back with this competitive nature thing, because I'm not in competition with you. And have a good day, and be good to each other. Help each other out. And you can always ask me. You can always ask me. I'll help you out. Have a good day.